Welcome everyone. These are my glasses, and I've had these frames for 4 years now. So it's definitely time for an upgrade. Whenever I go to the eye doctor, I'll pick up frames that I think are cute, and for some reason, they just never look as good as I think they're going to. One of my biggest problems is I feel like the frames make my eyes look small. Maybe it's the frames, maybe it's my insane prescription, but I think I found a way to fix this problem. Earlier this year, these style theorists made a video on how to find the perfect glasses for your face shape, and I tried to follow their steps to find my next pair of glasses. So let's go. This video is extremely detailed, and props to Amy and everyone at the Theorist team for making this video. And if you're going to do this too, I would recommend watching the video for all of the instructions. The first thing I had to do was find my face shape, and I took 4 measurements. So my face length from my forehead to my chin, across my forehead from the edge of each hairline, across my face over my nose, from cheekbone to cheekbone, and from the back of my jaw to the tip of my chin. And then they have you multiply this measurement by 2 to find the width of your jaw. Now, even after doing all of this, I still don't really know what my face shape is. My face length was 18 centimeters. My forehead was 17 centimeters. My cheekbone width was 17 centimeters. And my jawline width was 18 centimeters. I plugged these measurements into a bunch of face shape calculators online, and some of them told me my face was round or oblong. And after listening to what they had to say in the video, I think I have an oval face? Maybe? Just looking in the mirror, I can tell that my face length is probably the longest, and that my jaw is wider than my forehead. I don't know what any of that really means, but I do feel like my face is longer and I have rounder features. And speaking of features, the first thing we're gonna look at is our eyebrows. So for me, the tallest part of my eyebrow is 1 centimeter, which in the video they say is the average height of someone's eyebrow. Again, super in detail. Where your glasses sit relative to your eyebrows is up to personal preference. So for me, I'm okay with the tops of the frames cutting into my eyebrows or sitting right below them, as long as the frames aren't too thick. And I also know that the middle nose part of the glasses should be below the insides of my eyebrows, or else we'll get this unibrow action, and I'm not into that. Then the video has us look at the size of our eyes. And this is literally measuring waterline to waterline, inner corner to outer corner, the length and height of your eyeball. And it is a little bit scary having a measuring tape so close to your eye. They get all in on the math. They had us divide the height by the length of our eye to find our eye size ratio, which for me is 0.371. And I guess that means I should be looking for medium frames. The last features they talk about are your cheekbones and your nose. For me, when I put my glasses on, my glasses don't even touch my cheeks. So either my cheekbones are flat or it's my nose, because I have the nose of a who. And the last thing they talk about in the video is this ear arm thing. They break out a protractor. And I haven't done geometry since 10th grade, so I sat this one out. I did try and do some stuff with some lines. I don't know if any of it was actually helpful. The math they did was to find how your glasses will sit vertically on your face, where the ear arm should connect to the frame, and also how evenly your glasses will sit on your face. I looked at my pictures and the pictures in the video. I tried to match what my features are to what they were describing. And for how they sit on my face, I feel like I can just look at that and figure it out. My glasses are the slightest bit tilted up, but it's not enough to be noticeable or to annoy me. So I didn't do all the number stuff, and I kind of DIY'd my answer. So if I have ill-sitting glasses, it's probably my fault. So I have an oval face, maybe. Depending on if I want to sharpen or soften these features, the video says that I should opt for rectangular or circular frames. I don't necessarily want to make my features sharper, but I do like the look of square or like rounded rectangle frames, kind of like what I have already. My glasses already sit lower on my nose, and so the tops of the frames are like lower on my face. And maybe I could try something that like moves them up a little bit more so that my eyes are like centered in the frames. I also don't want frames that are too thick. Like they said, look for ones that are like more medium. And I also don't want ones that go too deep down under my eyes, but they also shouldn't be too small. My prescription already makes my eyes look smaller. So if my frames are smaller too, then my eyes are just gonna look like caged in and squinty. So to the eye doctor we go. And to the eye doctor we went. In hindsight, I probably should have filmed this before the rest of the video, but hindsight is 2020 and you saw how bad my prescription was. I didn't actually film that much because it was an appointment, so I'm not gonna do that. But I did get glasses and this fun little goodie bag of contacts. So I'm back from the eye doctor and I don't actually have my glasses right now because, you know, like they need to put my prescription in the glasses. My prescription got worse, actually, so my eyes might look like even smaller in these freaking lenses. They said it will take 5 to 7 business days. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve, so like assume that time period is gonna start on the 2nd of January. Just goes to show when I'm filming this. So hopefully the next clip will be me with my new glasses, hopefully. Are we ready? These are the glasses. I just got them today. They're very different from what I said I was gonna get. It turns out with my prescription, I can't get really big frames. If I were to, it would just be too heavy because the lenses are gigantic. It was kind of funny because I would like pick up some and then my optometrist, she would be like, no. I'd say that they're like a little bit thinner than the ones that I have right now, and they're definitely longer. It just makes my eyes look really small. And like, I know that was gonna happen. Like they kept telling me, they're like, this is what's gonna happen. Like, that's just all that you can do. But I do really like these. I'm really happy with them. I really like the shape and I like how long they are. So yeah, our mission was successful. I feel like this video was kind of frustrating to follow. I don't really think it's like anyone's fault. I think it's just the fact that it's a YouTube video. I skipped over a lot of things. I improvised for a lot of things. This also isn't like a review, so I'll make this quick. All the steps are very like detail oriented and precise. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like some of it is a little difficult for the average person to do. Maybe I'm just dumb. That's a possibility. But I do also think trying to cram all of this information into like 20 minutes, they can't like do a deep dive into each individual step, or else the video would be like an hour long. I know I'm not like explaining this well, but like any confusion or vagueness is not at the fault of like the people that are making it. It's just because of the format that it's presented in. I do think their steps were helpful. They also brought to light some factors that I hadn't considered before. Another thing you might be asking is, Avery, why aren't you wearing your glasses right now? You saw how crazy my prescription was. Do I just walk around blind all the time? I wear contacts like every single day of my life. And because of that, this whole thing might seem like kind of pointless. I've been kind of unsatisfied with these glasses for a while, and it wasn't really that big of a deal because I would only wear them at night. And then I saw people like rocking glasses. I was like, oh, I want to do that too. Or at least like have frames that I felt confident wearing. I don't know if any of that like makes sense, but I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm very excited for the new year. I'm excited for the next video ideas that I have. I think she's gonna be a fun time. And with that, I will see you all next time. Bye!